Welcome back to TheNosePlays. I felt like playing some Thea 2 tonight for no particular reason, just on my mind to give it a try again. Really disappointed in the way that my Thea 2 series ended, and a little frustrated about that, so I had to step away from it for a while. If you don't know the short story, I had some hardware technical difficulties that really messed things up for me for a while, and I've somewhat gotten them straightened out, but not to the point where I feel like I want to regularly stream right now. So I've just been doing one-offs off and on over the last couple of months, and this will be another one-off. I probably won't pick this game up again on a live stream, but I might. You never know. If I get a lot of views, maybe a lot of encouragement, I might do some more of this. But yeah, I just wanted to play some Thea 2 for you guys tonight, and maybe get somebody to join in and chat with me about it. I haven't played it literally since everything kind of went down on me 3 or 4 months ago, so this will be my first time back. We managed to rack up like 17 God points, so we're probably going to spend some of them. I have been playing almost exclusively with Stribog over the last couple of game sessions, so I am going to try a different God, and I think I'm going to go ahead and just go with this one. And then we might spend some of our points to unlock some interesting stuff. So we start with a couple of interesting things. One of the first things there we go. Animals, elves, forest demons you control each have +1 to their main attributes. Crafting is decreased by 10%, but gathering is increased by 10%. So that's kind of interesting. And then we have harmony. We've had that domain before. This directly relates to certain scenarios in the game where you'll have an option to choose harmony related interactions with things. And then we also have nature, which gives us some different stuff and different interactions. And then we have neutral. So it's going to be similar to what we're used to. This is going to be the big difference. And I want to see, I think I can start with an elf. So let's see what they recommend. Are they recommending anything in particular? Drag and drop trait here to select. If we auto select, okay, so we do have some new choices. So these are the new choices that we're going to get are the nature choices. We're still going to get all the neutral choices, and then we're going to get the harmony choices again. There should be more of these. Yeah, here we go. So we've got an alpha wolf, a royal snake, or an elf child. I like the idea of an elf child. Young elf druid for 5 points. That's a lot of points. And then over here we got 4-legged friend, probably a dog or a cat. Mithril. Start with a goat carrying sacks full of mithril. Interesting. Minimum of 30. Flock of gatherers. Each of your followers get 2.5 gathering. That's kind of interesting. I like that. King's Feast. Start with a lot of food. Not picky. Extra morale for food. Start with 5 points of loyalty and affection. We can start with a doggo. Doggo is its name. I like it. Spiritual awareness. All of my characters get +2 wits. That's interesting. Start with 8 physical and mental shielding on the chosen. Camped groups have increased gathering range. Ooh. That seems really interesting. That would take up almost all of our God points to unlock that. Perfect aim. Your chosen starts with +2 perception. Okay, so let's think about what kind of group we want. We can do several things. Alright. So, what do we want to do? I kind of want to... Yeah. I want a hunter. We only get one of these, though, so... Okay. I can unlock the elf child for 10. So we can have a hunter and an elf child. I don't have enough points for any of these other ones. Or we could do the alpha wolf. Start with 18 points of loyalty towards elves. I want to do something with elves. So we're going to add a hunter. We're going to add an elf child. What other children do I have? So I've got a gatherer, a scoundrel. Yeah, okay. So I can add my elf child, and then I've got 2 points left. We start with animal senses. How many points do I have left? We should probably have at least one gatherer, right? And then I can add children. This gives us a lot of children, but not a lot of combat. Do we want children? I'm not sure that we do. Do I want a scoundrel or a craftsman? I sort of want to take the elf blessing, but that means I can't have the elf child because we don't have enough harmony slots. What is Fog of Knowledge again? Seasoned followers, advanced gathering tools. Maybe we just spend some of our points on this cheaper stuff. Oh, wait. We wanted, we get a bonus to animals, so I can start with a rat. What's the dog? A four-legged friend takes up that slot, though. Bodyguards. Yeah, I think I'm gonna grab the rat. And that will fill out our party. And then we're gonna take a couple of things. 40 basic supplies. Start with 2 advanced pieces of equipment. Extra food. Gems are really helpful at the beginning of the game. And a pet crow. Yeah, I like that. Gems and a pet crow. We could start with 20 basic materials and some info on the map. 40 basic supplies. Or experience. I kind of want to start. I got 2 god points. I don't have 3. I was going to say, I kind of want to start with the gathering tools. I think we just take the supplies and save our god points. Because I'm not seeing anything I really want to spend them on. And this is taking a while. So then... food and equipment, or just a bunch of basic supplies? Let's just start with that. Alright, so... we're gonna make the elven child our chosen. And we want it male or female? Let's go with a female elf. Human gatherer. Yeah, we're gonna go with a female elf. Why not? World shape. We'll go with the islands. We'll go with normal world size. And we'll get into the game finally. That only took me 12 minutes. Dzievanna. Dzievanna? Is it a silent D? I do not know. If anybody knows whether that's a silent D? Dzievanna? Dzievanna? Yeah, not sure how that's pronounced.
Well, hello there, chosen.
Okay.
Welcome into the service of the gods.
We know.
All right.
We know all about the seed. There may be some things that I do forget since it's been a while, but we should be fine. So we started with 12 wood and 14 fruit. What else do we have in our inventory? So let's take a look. We started with some seaweed, some meat, some mushrooms, and some coal, and some wood. So not a great deal of good stuff. Equipment wise, we did get a ring. Increases personal carry limit. That's pretty uninspiring. And we got a crow. Increases rituals and perception. I'm pretty sure that perception is a really good stat for our hunter, who has 8 perception already, so we'll put the crow on him. And then carry capacity, here we go. Our gatherer, right? Wait a second. What? We have 2 gatherers and a crafter? I don't remember taking all of this. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Pretty sure I took an elven child, a hunter, a rat, and a gatherer, but maybe it was 2 gatherers. I don't remember why we have this. This is interesting. Well, we have a bigger party than I was expecting. I'll have to look at that when I go back. So, who do we want to give the carry capacity to? Probably... yeah, just give it to the craftsman for now. I don't know. That's interesting. Okay. Where's... There we go. Okay, so now we can see the stuff on the map there, and it looks like we got fish above us, but nothing else around us. Let's just move one tile. Okay, so we got tier 2 quartz, we got iron, bone, sandstone. And then, according to this map, we're on like a little island that's not even attached to the mainland. Well, we don't have a raft, it looks like. Or maybe this is... I can't really see. It looks like it is connected. In a weird way. So it looks like we're going to want to go that way. Also, we started in the summer season. How do I see that again? Click to open. Here we go. Okay, so we're gaining extra XP per turn right now. Now's the time to do as many quests as we can to get the extra XP. Or no, sorry, this is gathering, so we want to be gathering. We're getting extra XP for gathering right now. Well, we can probably end our movement right here. And we can gather some iron and some bone to start with. Or we can keep moving. Okay, well, let's see. As the sun rises high, you feel a gentle warmth on your skin and rejoice at the growing strength of the light over darkness. But as you do so, you begin to feel uneasy. The warmth becomes ever more constant, unrelenting, the air stale and oppressive. So we have two options. These are based on our god and our focuses. So we have light or harmony and intellect or nature. We did a lot of harmony stuff last time, so we're going to probably go down a lot of the nature path this time and see if there's anything different. The unusual is the norm in Thea, and thus one must not panic. Try to move away calmly. Okay. As you slowly move away, you soon see that the sun's rays are full of odd creatures. These light wisps are trying to attach themselves to you with their tentacles, and they are burning through your body and spirit. Your domain remains neutral to this assault, which allows you greater clarity of mind to resist the attack. So we can resist physically, we can resist mentally, or we can resist with willpower or something of that nature. Let's go with the willpower. Auto-resolve is victory with injuries. I will accept the outcome. And we got some mythic leather. That's actually really good leather. Maybe we can make something out of it. You remain strong and balanced, committed to neither light nor darkness in your domain. So the wisps seem unable to reach you. Seeing their failure, the wisps flicker away toward the sun and disappear. You see burnt carcasses of bugs and small critters around you. But you also spot a small pack of oddly paired beings moving away in unison, as if trying to follow the wisps. Interesting. Alright, and we got a mental blessing. So that's cool. I can move one more tile, which I think we should do. I don't really want to be stuck over here. Okay, that's as far as we can move. We can't really gather anything just yet, but we can set up camp. And we can probably do some crafting. And do I have... any kind of gathering tools that we can make. So we do have some mythic leather, but we don't have enough to make too much with it. I do have a little bit of malachite. So I think I want to gather more of this and use it to make some very light tools. Let's see if we design like that. We can make some gathering aids. Flat values are going to be better for most of our characters. So I can design that for now. We're going to need to get some more malachite before we can make the rest of them. Once our gatherers are actually good, the percent ones are going to be better. What foods can I make? Is this the only food I know how to make? It looks to be. Alright, so if we make some sweet rolls, we could have her making sweet rolls, and then I don't have enough science to get this done in one turn, and if we break camp we'll lose any progress, so there's no point in doing that. We can't craft that just yet, so that's not really useful, and there's nothing to gather, so I guess basically we're just going to make one turn of sweet rolls.
So, as tradition has it, your god sent me to guide your first steps on this new and bewildering island. To get us started, check what resources you have near you. There's a toggle right next to the mini-map.
Okay, we'll cook him some food, which I think we just actually did. Do I have a point to spend? I do. Okay, well let's go ahead and learn this while we're here. And since we did that, we got some free stuff, but now we can put our 2 best gatherers on there. It's going to take them 4 turns. We'll just continue to let her do some cooking. And we'll put these guys on research. It'll be 5 turns. I actually want to move and maybe set up camp in one of these tiles. So let's actually break camp first. Okay. Dryad wood and gold. Both of those things seem really good. I might be able to get here and then get to one of these other tiles. So let's go do this first. You come across the ruins of a town. It was torn asunder by the Shattering. Clearly, most of it... yeah, we've seen this one before. We'll use our hunter perception skill to avoid some bad consequences, hopefully. Find the tracks of people. Okay. Search the place. We got some stone, and we feel the odd burning upon your spirit as if something is trying to get in. Resist it. Auto-resolve, accept the outcome. That should be fine. You resist the assault and are able to move away. Good for us. More research. Okay, so it didn't actually move me to that tile to do that. Let's move to this tile, and then we can set up camp here. We'll have these guys do some gathering. We will make some cookies. Confirm. Just need you for this. And then research. Again, we'll put these two on it. And we'll get enough to start crafting tools here soon.
Yummy! Well done! And here, one must have a good drink.
Alright. So we completed the first quest. He got his food. We got a point. And I'm thinking, maybe we go right into Dryad Wood. Dryad Wood's pretty good. Our gatherers have gained a level, and mostly because they get the bonus XP right now for gathering. Okay, so he's got slightly higher perception. He's got actually even better perception. So he's a 644, he's a... Yeah. Well, I think we're definitely going to grab the perception on him, and we might as well grab the wisdom on him and just go with the best stats for now. Sweet rolls have been made, and we can break camp if we want to give up our research, but we'll also give up any gathering we have, so it's still going to take 2 turns to get this completed. How many more turns of cooking do I have? I can cook at least 1 more. Alright. We'll just stay here for a couple of turns. Made more food. I need to... inspect some things, so... I guess I've already used up my coal? I thought I had some coal. Why would it have burned my charcoal? Curious. Okay, well. We now have 16 of this, we need a little bit more. I think once we get the first set of gathering, we'll be fine. So that's 10, that should be 26. So I should be able to craft now, and that's actually really good timing because I can't cook anymore. So we don't need to do this, although I can add it to my favorites for now so that it's easy to grab later when we need it. And then we want to go to crafting, and I thought I saved that. I must not have. I created it, but I didn't actually save it. So I can make this tool, or I can make that tool. I think we'll save the leather for something else. We can make these pretty easily and pretty quickly. Yeah, I forgot to do that. And then we can put her on that, and she can have a little rat helper because I have got nothing else for him to do. That's going to take 4 turns, which I think... Okay, so that's fine. Get those tools made as quickly as possible. we got one advancement point. 3. And 4. Alright, so we have our first tool that we've crafted. Let's go to equipment, and we'll throw this on one of our gatherers. That will make him better at gathering. Alright, we can break camp now. Yeah, let's move here first. Okay. So there's vegetables down there. Terrain artifacts will uncover higher tier resources usually once you get them researched. Takes a while. We've got granite, gold, dryad wood, quartz. There's fish. And there's several sources of malachite. So I guess the question is, what tile is the best tile to stand on for gathering right now? We have 14 turns worth of food before we need to start gathering more food. And Theodore wants us to go to this house here. But if I go to that house, I won't be able to gather the resource that I want. We have plenty of turns of firewood. So I guess the real question is, do I want to grab dryad wood, gold, or something else entirely? We know that there are vegetables and fish nearby. Vegetables and fish. Vegetables and vegetables. Fish and vegetables. I mean, we are elves, right? Maybe we just go vegetarian? Having extra food will help with other, our morale, which is nice. And we are kind of low on food. Unfortunately, I don't have a very good access to meat. And the fish isn't very close to us. Well, no, there's fish right here. I was thinking of this one. So there is fish down here. And actually, from this tile, I can farm them both. So yeah, let's go ahead and get a food source, cooking source that I can either cook meaty meals with fish and vegetables, or traditional meals with basically the reverse of the ingredients. Let's go with the traditional meals. And then once we start to get low on food, we can move. I think I want to stay here. I don't know how long this terrain artifact is going to take to research, since we don't have anybody that's really good at research, but this tile's kind of juicy. Look at all the resources I can gather from that tile. It's quite a few. Not sure that it's worth a village, but... And actually, there's animals up here. We could get meat from fighting them. I don't see anything else, at least in the fog. But we are on the main island, so that's good. There is a little land bridge here. Okay, we'll set up camp here. And the terrain artifact, even with my 2 best gatherers... Oh, it's only going to take 4 turns. That's not bad. We have 14 turns worth of food. Yeah, we can do this. The problem is, we're doing that, and I don't have anybody doing this, but we can put these 2 on that. That'll do some in 5 turns, and then 6 turns of research here, so we'll be here for at least 6 turns. Alright, definitely perception on you. And strength is just going to make it easier for her to carry more stuff, which is important. She actually has a really high strength to begin with, so we'll go ahead and confirm that. She's a tough lady. I also noticed, and I'm not sure if I pointed this out, but there's coal over here. Coal is a really important resource that can be gathered to convert Tier 1 into Tier 2 and Tier 2 into Tier 3 materials. So that's actually pretty handy. And considering we have 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 Tier 2s right here, we could actually get to Tier 3 on all of these very quickly with the coal right next to us. Which is interesting. Alright, so this is now done. Alright, so who are the best researchers? Best researchers, everybody's basically even on research, so that's not going to make much of a difference. I'm going to leave these 2 here. I think I'll put those 2 there. 15 turns is way too long. We're not going to wait that long. We don't even have that much food. Yeah, there's just not much else we can do, so... What did we uncover? Granite? Okay, so the wild type of stone. We did get this now. That will allow me to put my 2 best gatherers here, which means we only need 2 turns for another load. And then I can't cook anything yet, but I'm like too short, so we're gonna have to gather a few more of these before we can craft another tool. Getting low on food, we're gonna have to do something about that. Is there anybody better we can put over here? These 2, I guess. And then... yeah, there's just nothing we can do. Until we get some more. There we go. Now I can craft that tool. How long is that going to take? Four turns. What if I put her and her? 3 turns. Then we'll move the rat to this. Alright, our gatherer should definitely be better at gathering. And I believe not yet. 2 turns. We're running dangerously low on food here. Try and outrun the storm. Everybody gets injured. That kind of sucks. But we got a little bit of experience, which leveled a bunch of people up. Our chosen, I want to probably run down like mysticism, but they do have 2 points for destiny. You can make them like a spellcaster, maybe. I was also maybe hoping of getting another hunter, getting like an elvish hunter. Flat bonus to crafting means we can throw him on cooking and stuff, make him good at that. Man, I don't know. I don't know enough about the Elven class to know what the right stat is, but I think having high mysticism is potentially the right call. And then the rat, we'll just make him the rat of destiny. Alright, so where are we at with this? 1 turn away from that being done. Alright, so we've got a new point. I'm going to hold on to it for now. We've got new equipment for our gatherers. And we do not have enough gems to craft another one, but we could in a very, very short amount of time. How short? 1 turn. Alright, now it is time to move. So we do need to break camp, and we can get to this tile, but let's move this way first.
You find Theodore. Inside, the place is surprisingly lived in, and there is no way out. The doors are gone. You will have to face this hag to escape.
We should try and convince her. Yeah. Easy
the witch
peasy.
Laughs.
You are nice. I won't eat you. In fact, here is a small gift before I go, Chosen.
A package is left for you, and the hut changes back into an old, decrepit building.
Alright, so we got some herbs, that's good. That'll help us with our food situation.
Theodore appears. Well done. Well done indeed. As chosen, it is your job to stay alive. You must either dominate the lands or solve the Shattering's mystery, or else all is lost. And for that, you must live.
Okay, thank you very much. I will definitely go to my inventory and give my chosen a kitty cat. So that puts her mysticism up to 5. If she does grow up, she has the potential to grow up into a witch, which is a very powerful character class. I don't know actually if that's correct. I don't know enough about the elf class to know if they grow up into the same adult classes that humans do, plus different ones, or if they have specifically different ones and only different ones. So that's interesting. Our yellow stat is kind of low. That's slightly worrisome, but I think we'll be fine. And I want to move to that or there. How much move do I left? 3? And it takes 3 to get to that tile. So we'll move here first. Set up camp. We can get fish and vegetables. And then we're actually close enough to research this terrain artifact? Oh, never mind, never mind. We uncovered the terrain artifact. The research stays with us. How many turns do we want to sit here and gather food, though? Because even with, say, my 2 best, that's 13 turns. That's a long time. 13 turns of gathering? I don't know about that. It would give us a lot of food. It would use up quite a bit of fuel. Is it this one? I think. How many days do we have? We're still in the summer season. Shows the number of turns until the current season ends. Yeah, so we want to gather for a bunch of turns anyways. The only other thing that I could do, we could gather dryad wood as well. So from this tile, if I go to gathering, who are my 2 best gatherers? We'll put you and you on it. And then go back to the research tab and put him 15 turns. It's going to take a little longer. That's probably fine. Let's go ahead and gather as much as we can. Spider's nest. We are a nature-loving auto-resolve. Perfect victory. Accept the outcome. Our rat has gained 1 point of wits. The spiders are somewhat sentient. Beast to beast, you learn that they raided a nearby village and brought a lot of juicy prizes back to the nest. Since they're trying to establish their settlement as more than a nest, they agree to give you some loot in exchange for leaving them alone. They also offer to trade. accept their goods and leave, accept their goods and also trade. Yes. What do you guys have? I've got lots of stone that I don't particularly need. We can gather all of these stones. So if I throw like all the stone over here, because it's heavy and I don't want to carry it around anymore, that gives me a value of 692. What could I take from them that would be worthwhile? I could take their monster bow. I don't think I can take too much. We could take like all of their... We actually have some of this, so getting more of it gives us enough to maybe actually craft something. And then... yeah, we could just confirm this. There's nothing else that I really want. Alright, cool. Spitting spiders, research. And now that we have food, we need to get somebody in the kitchen. We're going to create some new meals. So we've got fish and mushrooms. And then we can also do fish and vegetables. And we should save our herbs. We could do fish and herbs. Favorite all of these, so they're over here for me. And then I want to go to this menu. Oh, right. Herbs are not used for food. They're only used in cooking recipes. Alright, let's go back to the cooking recipes, and I really need you cooking. You're the best cook, so we'll have you cook. Yeah, he's a better... No, she's actually a better gatherer, too. Out of curiosity, it's actually better to do it that way. Alright, well, how long does it take you to cook? 3 turns! Ugh. Yeah, never mind. You gather the wood, and you cook the meals. There we go. We'll just kind of send her down the line. Alright, we've already done this one. It's kind of weird that it's giving it to us again. We should use purple, since we're good at purple. And we got some mithril. Mithril's a very cool metal. That's a tier 3 metal. And we all got a spiritual blessing. Perfect. He is leveled up. So we've got Outmaneuver and Hunter's Mark. Target enemy triggers instant. Lowers combat attributes and increases delay of the target on the battlefield. This ability, when it's maxed out, can be pretty powerful. You can actually sort of hack certain types of engagements by reducing the enemy's combat stats to basically 0, so they can't injure you. Outmaneuver's really good for yellow combat, though. And it uses your perception, which is already a skill that you're very good at. So I think we're gonna take that. Alright, so we've got some more food. Cookie. Let's move you down to the next item, and we'll just kind of cycle through the items as we cook up our food. Now, I want to disable using my raw ingredients for food items in the short term. In the long term, we can use them, but as we're collecting them, I want to make more cooked foods. So we'll just disable those for a short period of time. I gotta remember to switch them back though. Is there anything else I can do? Considering sending one of my gatherers out 1 tile to gather malachite. I remember, I think this is where I do that, yeah. I could just send like one of these guys out to gather malachite, and then we can craft some more tools. Actually, I have enough to craft another tool, don't I? But you're busy cooking food. Well, let's get some food cooked first, and then once the food's cooked, I'll have her make that tool.
Now that you have had a little time to get your bearings, how about doing me and your gods a bit of a favor, eh? You'd have to go to a place and deal with some trouble.
Of course, we will do that. We will deal with trouble. She is our craftsman, so we're going to take the master craftsman. And I'm not going to have her do that just yet. I'm going to move her here first. Okay, and then now we'll move her here. And if we look at our food situation, we've got 5 days worth of food. We actually have more than that. It's showing 5 days because I'm eating up the foods that we cooked, but I can now undo that one. We could probably undo fish as well. The mushrooms I have to kind of save because we only can use them so many times. In fact, I might not even have enough mushrooms to make a recipe anymore. I do. I barely have enough, so we want to make mushroom stew one more time. So as long as I don't use up my mushrooms, we'll have enough. And then I'll have one mushroom left, and then we can just eat that whenever somebody can have it. You can see that we're moving down this list based on the number of foods that we have. The more foods we have, the faster people will move up in morale, and the more bonuses that we get, which is really helpful. How many turns for this? 5? I probably don't need you on wood. I can only take 1 turn off of that with your help. But we could move you and take 2 turns off of that. Put him back on that. And everybody else is busy, so that's where we're at. Okay. So we are doing just fine on our gathering. Actually, might be a situation now where our gatherers did we get that made yet? Not yet. There might be a situation where we don't necessarily need the best gatherers on these. I only need 90 gathering to get vegetables. I need 135 for fish. But I don't need vegetables as fast as I need fish, because this is 10. We're getting 20. I think it's because I have so many points it's actually rolling over. How much dryad wood have I collected? It looks like I'm at 19. This is fine. We'll just leave it as it is. There is some min-maxy things you can do by moving people around, but there's no need for that at the moment. Okay. I think we're on the last turn of this. And I only need... Nope, I'm gonna need them both to finish in 1 turn, so... 1 more turn it is. Alright, so now we have another gathering tool. Who do we want to put it on? Well, probably the other person who's gathering at the moment, right? Probably makes the most sense. And then... cooking, I wanted to make 1 more thing of mushrooms. And then research, we'll put her back over here. That's just not gonna happen. The sad part is if we leave, we're going to lose all of that. So I don't think we're gonna leave. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna split into 2 parties, and I'm gonna have 1 party move up and gather some malachites so we can finish making tools for everybody. In fact, let's take a look at our food situation here. Yeah, we need to make... We've got a lot of food now, but we need to make more cooked foods. So if we wanted to send out a second expedition, who might we send out? Probably just like this guy, right? One of our two better gatherers. And we could give him, you know, like half the wood and like half the fish, and he's probably good to go. That's Expedition 2. You're gonna move up one tile. You're gonna set up camp, and you're gonna farm malachites. For a couple of turns at least. Move you to this. Actually, let's go ahead and get that one done, and then we'll make this one next. Make that to your heart's content. The other ones we won't be able to make anymore because we don't have the ingredients. So I can go ahead and trash them from here, but they will stay over here. And you can see they're X'd out, so we know we can't make those. This is the only one we can make right now. Just out of curiosity, are there any other recipes that we can make? Yeah, not really. Okay. This is probably fine. Except I have nobody gathering fish at the moment. And that needs to happen, so... I need you on fish, because we actually have a lot of vegetables. And we could put you on that. And we can put you on this for now. Gathering is actually really important. Okay. Take just a break. Take a little break here. And we're just gonna grind through some turns. I got 10. What do I have in my inventory? So that's 14. And this requires 24, so we need 10 more to make one more tool. Which will take another 4 turns. He's definitely fine. Ooh. Auto resolve that. There we go, got some meat. Easy enough fight. We'll probably get attacked again. Animals are more aggressive at night. Visibility is limited at night. Turns roaming monsters are more likely to follow and attack. Good to know. Ghostly Axe is pretty good since we're going to have a high purple stat. It's good in both red and purple combat, so we'll take that. And then this guy, I had already given him some extra points of wisdom, so I'm going to just keep feeding him wisdom for now. And I can't really cook anything else, but we can cook lots of bigos, whatever that is. Auto resolve, easy peasy. A little bit more meat. I don't know whether any of these are better than the others, but we have a hunter, so we'll just take that one. Don't use the steaks because I could create some fresh foods from steaks. Vegetable and meat. It's so even though it has the same name and the same picture, because it's different ingredients, it will actually count as a separate food in our inventory, which will give us an extra point of morale for our limited time while we're eating that. So, and then I will make that a favorite because we'll probably be making that again. You find an old house overgrown with greenery. Check for tracks before going in. Go in carefully, search the house. Okay, so this is a house demon. Try talking to it. Clean up the mess. You clean up and leave quietly. After leaving, you find a small package in your backpack. We got some more gathering and some more crafting, so that's kind of cool. And we got some gems, as well as a mental blessing. Not bad. Alright, so we did get another research point. The rat has leveled up. Rat has bite and showing off. We were going to make this the rat of destiny, so purple stats are going to be his thing. I don't really care for either of these abilities, but we'll go with the bite. And then perception is a good skill to have for gatherers. It is one of the best stats for improving gatherings. Go ahead and take that. Okay, so I don't think I wanted to do that, but that was an accident. I guess we'll go ahead and do this. Cool. Found some crafting tools, some more furs, and some coal, which I think we can definitely use. Alright, how many turns away is he from finishing his gathering? He's 4 turns away, and he has 20, so he's ready to regroup. We could either move the rest of the party to him, or we break his camp. I think that's what we do. And then all of that into there. And now we're one group again. Check my inventory. And I should have enough to craft another set of gathering tools. I have 13 coal. We have 10 mythical leather. I want to take a look at... I guess I can't do it here. I have to set up camp first. So then the question is... do I have enough food and wood to move? And I think the answer is there's really no need to move until we get everything made here that we can really make this useful. We do need to start moving eventually. We only got 3 more days of gathering season bonuses before we move into fall, which I think is crafting. Fall increases your crafting ability. So let's go ahead and set up camp again. So you can see that the stat, this is how much gathering is required to get a load of whatever this is. So this is 10, 10, or 9. We currently have 28, 107, and 50, and it takes 350 gathering points. So if I put my 2 best, even with that, that's not quite 300 points. It's still going to take 2 turns to get that. Overflow does work, but it works at a reduced rate, so you should minimize overflow when possible. He has 98 gathering, so he can gather vegetables in 1 turn with a very small amount of overflow. He has 146, so he can gather fish in 1 turn with a large amount of overflow. But this is probably the best way to group these. And then I really want to level her up, and I really want to level the rat up. So we're going to just throw these guys on those particular things to try to get them some more levels. And then she... because she's our craftsman, is going to make another set of tools. So it's going to take 4 turns. So yeah, that'll be fun. Two, 3. And now crafting is faster, so that's good. I'm going to go with a point of strength, just so he can carry more gear. There. You uncover some underground tunnels. Throw some torches in, then investigate. Go in and investigate. Let's just go in. The tunnels were used for a hideout once, or perhaps they were the remnants of a dwarven outpost. Either way, there are clearly some resources here. However, you see a nest of vipers sprawling inside, and they see you. We can fight snakes. Oh yeah. Hooray! Gather what you can. A little bit of damage to one of our gatherers, but Berries and iron. Okay. Ooh, your elven child will not be deemed adult amongst its elven kin for many decades yet, but they have reached the time of growth. As such, they will undergo the croppings, a coming-of-age ceremony. But this path is never easy. You must choose what journey the young one will take before, God's willing, they may return to you as an adult. Teach the elven child some good old trade. Okay. The trials to become a worker are often the safest, but for an elven child, the call for their own kin may prove strong when they are told to perform mundane tasks. Still, it is worthwhile journey and should be taken with pride. Well, that kind of sucks. I was hoping that we were going to be able to get the witch, or some kind of mystic version of a witch, but I guess we'll just go for a gather, since we're kind of crappy at crafting anyways. Alright, the trials were a success. Rejoice, we now have an adult. Well, here you go. Gathering tool in hand, ready to roll. What is her stat line? Ooh, wow. 18 perception, 13 mysticism, 15 destiny, and 12 wisdom. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think of that. Well, she's clearly the strongest character we have. Also, we grabbed these earlier and I did not move them over here. We'll do that now. It'll just increase her crafting rate slightly, so she'll craft things slightly faster. But at the moment, we don't really have a lot to craft. So I think, honestly, just about everybody has a gathering tool that needs a gathering tool. And that being the case, we probably should start looking at what else we can craft. One of the things that I wanted to look at was the idol. So we can make the idol out of stone, gems, wood, or bone. Now, unfortunately, I can't make it out of leather because I already have tier 3 leather and I already have tier 3 metal. I wanted to see if we could maybe get close to a tier 3 resource to put into our idol, but unfortunately that does not appear to be the case. Obsidian. 32 obsidian. We have clay, granite, and quartz. We have gold. We have coal. Yeah, I'm really not sure what I want to do with this. suppose the fastest way to a tier 3 resource that we could actually use for our idol is going to be obsidian or ancient wood. Because I can collect dryad wood and use coal to turn it into ancient wood. Or I could do the same thing with any of these resources. Unfortunately, we had some supplies of this and I got rid of them all, but we didn't really have a need for them at the moment. I kind of want to just grab this. I think let's do a trial of our idol if we designed it with ancient wood. What do we get? We get +2 gathering, +2 sight, +8 gathering for everybody nearby, and +8 crafting for everybody nearby, and our little guardian guy. We only need to get 30 of it, which means we need to start collecting coal. How long would it take us to do that? And would it be worthwhile to start a village in this particular area? If we just did it with, say, the dryad wood, it's significantly reduced and the gathering range is reduced by 1. So normally a village gets +1 gathering range, making it up to 2 from a regular camp. With the ancient wood, we would be able to collect up to 3 tiles away. I'm gonna confirm that design for now. We'll just save that and keep it in the back of my mind. Like 3 tiles away, you could be here, go 1, 2. Well, if we're within 3 tiles of this coal, where's the coal at? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So we could actually set up camp right here. 1, 2, 3. We could get to the quartz. 1, 2, 3. We could get to that. 1, 2. We could get to that. So we have food. We have wood. We have coal. I think that's the plan. This is very similar to the game before, but I'm going to try to get this done a lot sooner. Alright, so basically my plan for this game is going to be gather a bunch of dryad wood, gather a bunch of coal, put my village right here, and have access to the vast majority of resources up to tier 3 pretty easily through farming coal and through making composite transitions. We also have infinite supply of food and wood, so we'll never really run out of either of those things. Alright, well, it's been about an hour and a half. I think this is a good place to stop. Maybe I will go ahead and continue this playthrough over the next couple of evenings and days. We'll see, but for now I think I'm going to call it a night. It's getting late and I need to get some sleep. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, give me a comment, let me know that you would like me to continue playing it for you, or maybe play something different. I'm kind of in the mood to do a little streaming again and to give it a try, and hopefully this works. I never can tell. Half the time when I've tried it, it's failed, which is why I gave up. So if this works, definitely like it, definitely subscribe if you're into my kind of content. I don't post a lot right now, but when I do post, most people tend to enjoy my stuff, so you'll get notifications and all that good stuff. So until next time, this has been TheNosePlays, and you guys have a wonderful evening.